Welcome to Healthy Aging Blueprint, your trusted space for simple, effective tips to help seniors live healthier, happier, and more meaningful lives. Whether you're stepping into retirement or supporting a parent or grandparent on their wellness journey, this channel is for you. Together, we'll explore real-life experiences, healthy daily habits, and a positive mindset to help you wake up each day with energy, joy, and purpose. Have you ever wondered what it truly means to grow old on your own terms? Are nursing homes really the only path, or could there be something more empowering, more personal? What if aging didn't mean giving up your freedom, but instead embracing it more deeply than ever before? For many people over 70, there's a silent fear that creeps in. The image of a nursing home, where independence fades, routines are dictated, and the life you've worked so hard to build begins to feel distant. But here's the truth. That doesn't have to be your story. More and more seniors today are rewriting the script. They're choosing vibrant, respectful lifestyles that not only protect their dignity, but celebrate their individuality. These aren't just alternatives. They're powerful choices that put freedom, purpose, and meaningful connection back at the center of daily life. In this video, we'll explore 7 eye-opening alternatives to nursing homes, each one designed to give you more control, comfort, and joy during this beautiful season of life. Stay with us until the end, because the final option may completely transform how you envision your future. It's about reclaiming your space, your decisions, and the joy you truly deserve. Before we dive in, a quick favor. If you find value in this content, please like this video to help us continue spreading empowering lessons about healthy aging. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss any new updates. And to help us improve, leave a comment below. Type 1 if you found this helpful, or 0 if not. We genuinely want to hear from you. Let's begin with the first empowering option: aging in place with in-home care. Your home isn't just a structure. It's where your heart lives. It's where the stories of your life have unfolded, one memory at a time. Think about it. The cozy armchair where you once read bedtime stories, the kitchen that held the warmth of countless family dinners, the garden you've lovingly tended through the seasons. These aren't just spaces. They're part of who you are. Aging in place with in-home care lets you remain within that sanctuary. You're not just staying in a familiar setting, you're staying in a place where every detail reflects your journey. Surrounded by the comforting sounds, scents, and memories that shaped your life, you can receive the support you need without giving up the life you've built. Your identity doesn't vanish just because you need a little help. In-home care is about preserving your sense of self while giving you the tailored support to maintain your independence, health, and daily joy. It's a flexible, deeply personal solution that adapts to you, not the other way around. Picture this. A warm, trustworthy caregiver stops by for just a few hours each week. They help you prepare heart-healthy meals, make sure your medications are in order, and maybe tidy up the living room before your grandchildren visit. And if your needs grow over time, these professionals can provide more hands-on care, assisting with bathing, mobility, or simply offering a comforting presence during a trip to the local farmer's market. But here's the key. It's not about someone taking control of your day. It's about giving you more freedom to enjoy the things that make your life meaningful. Whether it's sipping your morning coffee while flipping through the pages of your favorite novel, tending to your blooming rose bushes, or hosting that weekly card game that's been a tradition for decades, this support allows you to stay present, connected, and fulfilled. A 2020 study in the Journal of Aging and Health revealed something powerful. Seniors who age in place experience significantly fewer symptoms of depression and anxiety. They also maintain sharper cognitive abilities and report higher levels of life satisfaction compared to those living in institutional care settings. Why? Because staying at home preserves more than just routines. It protects the emotional thread that weaves stability, comfort, and a sense of control into daily life. Take Helen, for example, a 74-year-old retired art teacher. After undergoing hip surgery, she faced a difficult reality. Would she need to leave the home she loved? Every room held pieces of her past, the hand-painted vases from her travels, the studio corner where her students' artwork still hung. The idea of moving into a facility felt like letting go of her identity, her rhythm, and her creative spark. But everything changed when she welcomed a part-time in-home caregiver into her life. Someone who respected her routines, encouraged her independence, and supported her physical recovery without taking away her autonomy. What began as fear slowly transformed into hope. Helen's caregiver played a vital role in her recovery, guiding her through gentle physical therapy exercises, preparing balanced, nourishing meals, and even helping her set up her easel in the sunroom, where the natural light brought her canvases to life. Within just a few months, Helen wasn't just recovering, she was thriving. She was back to painting her vivid landscapes, inviting neighbors over for afternoon tea, and most importantly, feeling like herself again. Her journey is a clear reflection of what in-home care can truly offer. It's not about dependence, it's about empowerment. It's about giving you the strength and support to live fully, freely, and authentically in the place that holds your memories, your meaning, and your heart. One of the greatest advantages of in-home care is its flexibility. Services can be tailored to fit a wide variety of needs and budgets. Some may only need light assistance, like occasional visits for meal prep or housekeeping. Others might require more comprehensive care, such as help with managing medications, wound care, or even specialized support for conditions like dementia. And when it comes to affordability, there are options. Long-term care insurance often helps cover a portion of the cost. For certain medical services, Medicare may apply. Additionally, many states offer support through Medicaid-funded programs such as Home and Community-Based Services, HCBS. Programs like the Program of All-Inclusive Care for the Elderly, PACE, take it a step further, integrating medical and social services to help seniors remain in their homes longer, with a balanced blend of professional care and emotional support. When thoughtfully implemented, in-home care becomes far more than a service. It becomes a lifeline. It honors your life story. It protects your dignity. And it ensures that your home remains your sanctuary, a place of peace, connection, and purpose for many years to come. If you're still watching and finding value in these insights, please leave a comment with the number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Thank you so much for spending your time here. Let's now explore the next empowering option: multi-generational living with loved ones, a new vision of family, reimagined. This stage of life isn't about stepping back, it's about creating a new chapter filled with meaningful connection. Multi-generational living invites love, respect, and shared experience to flourish under one roof, transforming a house into something greater than just bricks and walls. Imagine a lively home where you gather around the dinner table with your children and grandchildren, trading laughter over family stories, or teaching them your famous holiday pie recipe that's been passed down for generations. This lifestyle isn't about being passively cared for. It's about being a central, cherished part of a thriving family system, where your wisdom, presence, and daily participation bring value to everyone involved. Every generation contributes something unique, creating a deeply enriching environment where mutual support and growth happen naturally. The benefits of this arrangement extend far beyond convenience. According to a 2021 study from the American Psychological Association, multi-generational households help build emotional resilience across all age groups. For older adults, it reduces feelings of isolation and depression. For the younger members, it strengthens empathy, nurtures emotional intelligence, and deepens their understanding of family history and cultural identity. For seniors, these everyday interactions, like helping a grandchild with math homework or playfully debating which old movie truly deserves classic status with a son-in-law, can reignite a sense of purpose and belonging. For children, Having an elder in the home brings grounding, stability, and a living connection to where they come from. But for this setup to thrive, communication must come first. Clear, honest conversations about expectations and responsibilities are essential. Who handles which household tasks? How will everyone's privacy be respected? What are the financial contributions, if any, from each member? Defining these boundaries from the beginning helps avoid misunderstandings and ensures that every voice is acknowledged and respected. Consider Frank, a 76-year-old widower who found himself wandering alone through a quiet, too-large house. After years of sharing life with his wife, the silence became deafening until he moved in with his daughter's family. After his wife passed away, Frank found himself alone in a house that suddenly felt far too big and far too quiet. The walls echoed with memories, but the silence grew heavier each day. Managing the upkeep alone became exhausting, both physically and emotionally. So when his son invited him to move into a newly renovated in-law suite attached to their home, Frank wasn't sure what to feel. Would he lose his independence? Would he become a burden? But instead of making assumptions, the family sat down for honest conversations. Together, they crafted a plan that balanced connection with respect for privacy. Frank's new space includes a cozy private bedroom, a full bathroom, and a small sitting area where he enjoys peaceful mornings with his newspaper and favorite jazz records playing softly in the background. To keep things joyful and intentional, they agreed to share family dinners 3 nights a week. This gave Frank the chance to join in for movie nights, cheer on his granddaughter at soccer games, and enjoy meaningful moments, while still preserving quiet evenings for his own reflection and rest. Rather than feeling like a guest, Frank quickly became the heartbeat of the home. He shared gardening wisdom with his son and taught his granddaughter how to play chess, sparking a tradition they now treasure. His presence didn't just fill a room, it deepened the family bond and added layers of joy and wisdom to their everyday life. The memories they're creating together will echo across generations. Multi-generational living also brings clear, practical benefits. Shared expenses, such as utilities, groceries, or even mortgage payments, can ease financial pressure for everyone involved. In some states, families may even qualify for specific tax advantages, like dependent care credits or property tax reductions when homes are structured to accommodate multiple generations. Programs from agencies like the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, are also stepping in to help. Grants for accessory dwelling units, ADUs, make it more affordable for families to build in-law suites or modify existing homes to welcome aging parents or grandparents. These resources make it possible to create living arrangements that work, both financially and emotionally. What makes this setup special is that it's not built on obligation or guilt. It's rooted in shared purpose, mutual care, and the joy of reimagining what family life can look like when generations come together in partnership. Your space should evolve with you, supporting your freedom, not limiting it. As you move through this stage of life, your home should remain a trusted partner in your journey. It should adapt to your changing needs while still preserving everything that makes it feel like you. Aging in place with smart home modifications isn't a sign of giving in to age. It's a forward-thinking, empowering decision. It's about shaping an environment that not only keeps you safe, but actively supports your independence, comfort, and confidence every day. With the right combination of practical upgrades and smart technology, your home becomes more than just a place to live. It becomes a sanctuary that works for you, honoring the life you've built and the lifestyle you want to maintain. Begin by focusing on essential modifications that address common aging-related challenges. Simple changes, like installing grab bars in bathrooms, replacing high-threshold bathtubs with walk-in showers, or adding a stair lift for multi-story homes, can drastically reduce the risk of falls. And as the CDC points out, falls remain the leading cause of injury among older adults. But safety doesn't have to come at the cost of style. Today's design options are elegant and modern. A walk-in shower, for instance, can include a built-in bench and a handheld shower head, offering both safety and a touch of luxury, almost like your own personal spa. Wider doorways can accommodate walkers or wheelchairs without disrupting the flow of your home. Lever-style door handles are easier on arthritic hands, and non-slip flooring can help prevent accidents while still looking warm and inviting. Now imagine layering in smart technology to take your home's functionality to the next level. Voice-activated devices like Amazon Alexa or Google Home can turn on lights, adjust the thermostat, or even order groceries, using nothing more than your voice. These small conveniences help reduce physical strain and make daily routines smoother and more efficient. Smart lighting systems with motion sensors add another level of support. They can gently illuminate hallways, bathrooms, or staircases during late-night trips, minimizing the risk of tripping or fumbling in the dark. Wearable medical devices also add peace of mind, ensuring help is just a button or a sensor away when needed. Devices like medical alert systems and in-home fall detection sensors bring a level of peace that's hard to put into words. They serve as silent protectors, always ready when you need them. Take something as simple as a smart doorbell with a built-in camera. It lets you see and speak to visitors without ever needing to rush to the front door. These aren't just convenient gadgets. They're essential tools that support your confidence, safety, and ability to stay in charge of your space. A 2022 study published in The Gerontologist found that older adults living in homes with thoughtful modifications reported better cognitive health, lower stress levels, and increased life satisfaction. Why? Because familiar surroundings that are both safe and supportive help reinforce a deep sense of identity and control, something that becomes more precious with age. Take Dorothy, for instance, an 80-year-old widow who absolutely adored her cozy 1950s bungalow. It held decades of memories, but after a minor fall one evening, she became increasingly anxious about moving through her home after dark. Rather than give in to fear, Dorothy took action. With the guidance of an occupational therapist and a skilled contractor, she made a series of strategic updates. She had motion sensor lights installed along her hallway and staircase, added a medical alert pendant she now wears daily, and set up a smart speaker system to control lights, music, and temperature, all with her voice. The transformation was remarkable. Dorothy's anxiety melted away. She could move confidently through her home and even resumed hosting her beloved book club, welcoming friends with ease and without worry. Her story is a powerful reminder that smart modifications don't just make a home safer, they make it an active partner in your continued independence. These updates preserve more than mobility. They help protect your peace of mind and daily routine. Financially, these upgrades are often more affordable than people expect. Programs like the USDA's Section 504 Home Repair Program or community-based aging-in-place grants can help cover a large portion of the cost. And some modifications may even qualify as deductible medical expenses on your taxes, adding another layer of support. When you thoughtfully reimagine your space, you're doing more than installing devices. You're taking control of your future. You're making sure your home continues to be a place of freedom, confidence, and joy. If you're still watching and finding value in these lessons, please leave a comment with the number 2 to let me know you're still with me. I truly appreciate your time. Thank you so much for spending your time with me and continuing this journey. Let's explore another powerful option: multi-generational living with boundaries. This is about shared life, not shared burden. Living with family across generations requires a delicate balance, a rhythm of closeness and autonomy, like a graceful dance guided by respect, trust, and clear expectations. It's not about becoming the household's default caregiver, cook, or an invisible figure on the sidelines. Instead, it's about building a home environment where everyone, from the youngest child to the eldest grandparent, feels seen, heard, and genuinely valued. The success of this arrangement hinges on one key element: open and honest communication. Setting clear agreements about daily routines, responsibilities, and personal boundaries helps transform togetherness into a source of nourishment rather than stress. When handled with intention, it becomes a source of joy, not obligation. Consider Sarah, an 82-year-old widow who moved in with her daughter after losing her husband of 50 years. Such a transition might have felt like a loss of identity or autonomy, but they approached it with careful thought and mutual respect. Instead of simply adding her to the household, they carved out a personalized suite within the home, complete with her own bedroom, bathroom, and a cozy sitting area where she keeps her knitting supplies and a small library of beloved novels. From the beginning, they established clear household guidelines. They agreed on shared family dinners 4 nights a week, quiet hours to ensure everyone had time to unwind, and a rotating chore chart that included Sarah's contribution, watering the garden and helping prep meals occasionally. These small agreements helped preserve everyone's independence while building a supportive daily rhythm. Now, Sarah is more than just a resident. She's an anchor in the home. She helps her grandchildren with math homework, shares captivating stories from her travels, and joins in with enthusiasm during family game nights. Her presence adds depth, wisdom, and continuity to their lives. She's not just living there. She's living well as an integral part of the family's heartbeat. Recent research continues to affirm the powerful benefits of multi-generational living when it's thoughtfully structured. A 2023 study published in Family Relations found that older adults living in well-organized multi-generational households reported significantly higher levels of life satisfaction, reduced feelings of loneliness, and a stronger sense of daily purpose than those living alone or in institutional care facilities. And it's not just seniors who benefit. Young family members also grow in empathy, patience, and gain a deeper respect for their family heritage, creating a beautiful, reciprocal cycle of emotional growth across generations. But like any meaningful relationship, making this living arrangement work requires ongoing communication. Families should commit to regular check-ins to reassess needs, revisit boundaries, and adjust agreements when necessary. These conversations keep the household functioning smoothly and ensure everyone feels heard and supported. For instance, being clear about financial contributions, such as whether the older adult will help cover utilities, groceries, or other shared expenses, can prevent misunderstandings and promote fairness. Establishing physical boundaries is equally important. Something as simple as a private entrance or a clearly defined personal space within the home can protect autonomy while still nurturing family connection. There are also real, tangible advantages when it comes to cost sharing. In areas with high housing expenses, shared living can help ease the financial strain for everyone involved. And in some states, homeowners may be eligible for property tax exemptions or zoning permissions for adding accessory dwelling units, ADUs, self-contained living spaces that offer privacy without sacrificing proximity. Beyond housing, support programs like Medicaid's Cash and Counseling Initiative enable seniors to pay family members who serve as caregivers, helping to relieve financial pressure while meeting ongoing care needs in a way that feels personal and dignified. In Sarah's case, these resources helped make their multi-generational arrangement not only sustainable, but joyful. Yet the true reward wasn't financial. It was emotional. The sound of her grandchildren's laughter echoing through the house, the comfort of shared meals, and the deep, abiding peace that comes from knowing no one is walking through life alone. Multi-generational living with healthy boundaries isn't a fallback plan. It's a courageous, intentional decision to build a life rooted in connection, respect, and shared purpose, where every generation is seen, supported, and allowed to flourish. Independent living communities offer something powerful: freedom with a safety net. They are a haven for older adults who still want to lead vibrant, active lives without the stress of managing everything alone. For those seeking autonomy but also appreciating the comfort of connection and subtle support, these communities strike the perfect balance. Forget the outdated image of cold, clinical senior homes from decades past. Today's independent living environments are anything but restrictive. They are thoughtfully designed, welcoming neighborhoods built to enhance, not limit, your independence. They're places where seniors can thrive, surrounded by peers, purpose, and possibility. Imagine living in a spacious private apartment or a cozy, sunlit cottage where you have the freedom to decorate as you please, cook your favorite meals, and enjoy your routines on your own terms. You wake up when you choose, open the curtains to a beautiful view, and start your day with peace of mind, knowing that help is there if you need it, but never imposed. To support this independence, these communities offer an array of optional services designed to ease your day-to-day responsibilities. Want to skip cooking? Chef-prepared gourmet meals are available in a welcoming communal dining space. Need a little help keeping up with chores? Housekeeping services are available to take that weight off your shoulders. Transportation to appointments or local shopping centers is often included, and for those with ongoing medical needs, on-site support is available. Always accessible, never intrusive. This setup allows you to focus on what matters most: your joy, your passions, and your freedom. And perhaps one of the most essential yet overlooked benefits: community. Loneliness can quietly creep in during later stages of life, especially after the loss of a spouse, a move away from longtime friends, or simply as family members grow busier or more distant. Independent living communities actively counter this with a vibrant web of social opportunities that help foster connection, creativity, and a renewed sense of belonging. From lively book clubs and gentle yoga classes to hands-on art workshops, gardening groups, and music nights filled with laughter, these communities create more than just a place to live. They offer a place to belong, where your presence is valued, and your life continues to be filled with meaning. These communities aren't just places to live. They're full of life, energy, and opportunities to connect. Activities like music nights, art classes, and social gatherings create moments that spark joy and build lasting friendships. Take George, for example, a 79-year-old widower who felt a growing emptiness after losing his wife of over 50 years. The silence in his home became a constant companion, and each day felt a little heavier than the last. But everything shifted when he moved into an independent living community. What once felt like the end of something quietly became the beginning of something new. There, he found a gardening club that reignited his passion for roses. He spent mornings sharing tips with fellow green thumbs and swapping stories about life, travel, and favorite blooms. His weeks soon filled with color and connection. Every Thursday night, the community hall comes alive with jazz, live music, gentle laughter, and the easy rhythm of people simply enjoying each other's presence. George still treasures his independence. He cooks his own meals in his cozy, well-appointed kitchen and sets his own routine. But now, instead of facing his days alone, he takes morning walks with new friends who have quickly come to feel like family. That sense of belonging, of purpose renewed, is something he never expected, but deeply values. And George's experience isn't unique. According to the National Center for Assisted Living, residents of independent living communities consistently report higher life satisfaction and significantly lower levels of depression than older adults who live alone. These communities don't strip away autonomy. They expand your world. They preserve your dignity, nurture your passions, and give you the space to shape each day with clarity, confidence, and joy. If you're still watching and gaining value from these insights, please leave a comment with the number 3 to let me know you're here. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Confidence is a powerful thing, especially when it allows you to remain in the place that holds your most cherished memories. With the help of smart home technology, that confidence becomes more than just a feeling. It becomes a reality. From wearable fall detection devices that can automatically summon help, to smart medication dispensers that gently remind you when it's time to take your prescriptions, these tools quietly protect you behind the scenes. Imagine voice-activated assistants that can turn off the lights, play your favorite music, or even call a loved one in seconds. Picture a thermostat that adjusts automatically to keep your space perfectly comfortable. These aren't just convenient gadgets, they're trusted companions, transforming potential risks into daily reassurances. In essence, they become subtle but steadfast guardians, helping you live each day on your terms, without the constant weight of worry. Take Robert, for instance. He's an 83-year-old widower determined to stay in the home he and his late wife spent decades building together. After she passed, the silence was heavy, but the thought of leaving that home was even harder. His children, living hours away, were naturally concerned about his well-being. But everything changed once Robert embraced a smart home system. Today, motion sensors discreetly monitor for any unusual activity, sending thoughtful alerts to his children, not as an invasion of privacy, but as peace of mind. A sleek medical alert watch stays with him at all times, ready to connect him to emergency help at the tap of a button. Rather than feeling like he's under constant surveillance, Robert feels empowered, still fully in control, yet supported in all the right ways. Now, he begins each morning by reading near the sunlit window his wife once loved. He waters his little herb garden and enjoys his coffee out on the porch, just as he always did. His family breathes easier, knowing he's safe, without having to check in constantly or make him feel dependent. Research from the National Institute on Aging confirms the powerful benefits of this kind of support. Smart home technology has been shown to reduce anxiety for both seniors and their families by as much as 40%. It also significantly lowers the risk of household accidents, which means older adults can confidently age in place, remaining in their homes longer, safer, and more independently. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Gerontological Nursing found that an impressive 78% of seniors using these smart systems overwhelmingly report feeling more confident, capable, and in control of their day-to-day lives. It's not about holding on to the past. It's about embracing forward-thinking technology to safeguard the life you've worked hard to build. With the right tools in place, you can ensure that your present remains just as vibrant, fulfilling, and secure as ever. Now, imagine taking this idea one step further, not just living independently, but doing so in a way that invites continuous connection across generations. Picture a neighborhood where the rhythms of daily life span all ages, where your next-door neighbor might be a young artist sketching in the communal garden, a busy parent chatting over the fence while exchanging recipes, or a curious college student who regularly stops by to hear your life stories over a cup of tea. Intergenerational communities are changing the way we think about aging and living. These innovative spaces are designed to bring people of all ages together, creating dynamic environments rich in interaction, support, and mutual growth. Rather than being isolated or separated by age, residents become active members of a shared ecosystem where everyone has something meaningful to offer. For seniors, it's a chance to pass on wisdom, engage with energy, and be seen as valued mentors. Maybe it's leading a memoir writing group, teaching a knitting class, or simply telling stories that bring history to life in a way no textbook ever could. For younger neighbors, the benefits are just as powerful, from receiving help with homework, to learning life skills, to getting help navigating things like technology or adult decision-making. This constant exchange builds a unique and fulfilling sense of purpose. It's no longer just about where you live. It's about how you live and who you're surrounded by. Take Evelyn, a 77-year-old retiree who moved to an intergenerational community in California. After spending years in a quiet, traditional neighborhood where she increasingly felt unseen and disconnected, the shift was nothing short of transformative. In this new environment, she found fresh meaning through mentorship, particularly by guiding local teenagers in a weekly creative writing program. Each week, she welcomes a small group of students who come with ideas, dreams, and stories waiting to be shaped. She helps them bring their thoughts to life on the page and watches their faces light up as they find their voices, perhaps for the first time. In return, the teenagers who join Evelyn's writing group have become her unexpected teachers, patiently guiding her through smartphone settings, helping her navigate text messages or apps, and turning moments of frustration into shared laughter and warm connection. What once felt like a lonely chapter has transformed into a rich, fulfilling story. Evelyn doesn't just feel alive, she feels needed. Her voice matters. Her experiences are valued. She is part of a living, breathing community built on mutual respect and appreciation. And this isn't just anecdotal. Research backs up this powerful transformation. A 2024 study published in the Journal of Aging and Health revealed that seniors living in intergenerational communities experience a 25% slower rate of cognitive decline and significantly lower levels of loneliness compared to those in age-segregated environments. Simply put, these environments don't just preserve health, they nurture the human spirit. Younger residents benefit just as deeply. They gain emotional resilience, a greater sense of empathy, and valuable life perspective from their older neighbors. These communities aren't just about living side by side. They're about weaving lives together, creating a vibrant, interconnected world where your stories, your presence, and your wisdom continue to light up the lives of those around you. Thank you for joining us on this journey as we explored 7 powerful alternatives to traditional nursing homes, each one designed to help you age with purpose, freedom, and dignity. From aging in place with the help of in-home care to thriving in a multi-generational or intergenerational community, these paths prove that the next chapter of life can be vibrant, connected, and deeply meaningful. So, what part of today's video resonated most with you? Was it the comfort of turning your own home into a smart sanctuary? Or perhaps the idea of finding renewed purpose through family or community? We'd love to hear from you. Please share one key takeaway in the comments and how you might apply it to your life. Your insight could inspire someone else to take a bold, hopeful step forward. If you found this video valuable, please leave a comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Healthy Aging Blueprint channel for more uplifting content designed to help you live fully, boldly, and authentically. Wishing you continued health, happiness, and peace. And remember, your next chapter is yours to create. See you in the next video.